Hi guys, it's me Ashanti and I'm back with another YouTube video.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
And in today's video, I thought it would be a cool / fun idea to give you guys some Netflix recommendations, because who doesn't love watching Netflix? I have the shows on my iPad that I'm going to be telling you guys about, and I'm going to tell you guys the title and then like a short summary about it. And if you guys are wondering where I got my shirt from, it's from Ross. It looks like this. So yeah, it's really cute. But enough with the long intro, and let's get straight into this video. So the first show I'm going to be telling you guys about is Outer Banks. And if you guys haven't heard of Outer Banks, then you guys must be living under a rock. But Outer Banks is about a group of friends that live on the Outer Banks. So one of the characters, John B, his dad was on a search for some treasure that was on a sunken ship called the Royal Merchant. And so his father disappeared, and you'll see what happened to him if you watch the show. And now they're on the hunt for the treasure, and it's like a teen show, but it's so good, and I recommend that everybody watches it, and those who have seen it knows how good it is. It's so amazing. I love that show. I even got my boyfriend into it, and the second season is so good. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys about the second season, so you guys can watch the first season and then watch the second season, but it's really good, and I rate it a 10 out of 10. The next show is called Controls D, and this show is about, like, the only bad thing about this show is I think it was originally filmed in Spanish, so like, but when they talk it's in English, so the words don't match with their lips. That's the only annoying thing. So basically the show takes place in a high school, and it's about this mysterious character. You don't know who it is, but they just spill everybody's deepest, darkest secrets. Well, not everybody in the whole school, obviously, just like the main characters. But it's really good because it's like you're trying to figure out who's the one spilling all the secrets, and the secrets are so juicy. But this show is a little bit for the older ages. Like, I wouldn't recommend it to like younger kids at all. But if you're like an older teenager, like, you know, I say above 17, you can watch it. Like, it's pretty good. And I rate that, I say 8 out of 10, just because the lips don't match up, but you know, it's still good. In the second season, me and my boyfriend are watching right now, and it's pretty good too. The next show is called Sweet Tooth, and this show I watched with my boyfriend, and it was really good. We both loved it. I think they made the show like kind of like the pandemic, like since we're in a pandemic, they made it like whoever made this show made it like kind of like that, because it's like there's this illness going around, and then like there's like these hybrid babies. So like the babies are half animals, half humans that are being born, and they think that the babies cause it, so they're trying to kill off all the babies, and they think that the babies are the cure to the sickness. And yeah, it's just crazy, but it's good. So yeah, I rate that one 9 out of 10. It was really good. I'm filming a video.
Sorry, what are you filming?
A Netflix recommendation. And that's so hard. I was just getting the hang of describing the show and you messed me up.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to Google.
I refilmed this part like 10 times. I'm leaving this in the video, by the way. Why? Because you know how I am with explaining things. It takes me forever to get it out. Okay.
Sorry about that, Chief.
Okay. The next one is one of my favorite shows. It's called Bridgerton. Basically, Bridgerton was filmed in the olden days when kings and queens and dukes and all that was a thing. And the storyline is mainly based off of Daphne and Simon. Simon is the Duke of Hastings. Basically, back in the olden days, the young ladies had to get married off. There would be like men asking for their hand in marriage, and like same with the Duke. Like, mothers wanted their daughters to be with the Duke because, you know, royalty and all that. So basically Daphne and the Duke, or Simon, they were like, let's make a plan to fake our feelings to be left alone. But then they actually get married and all that, and you'll see what happens. But there's this writer named Lady Whistledown, and she's like telling all the secrets of the royal families, like stuff like you wouldn't even know if you weren't living in the house. And it's like a newspaper that comes out, and everybody's just trying to figure out who it is. So yeah, it is really good, and I really recommend it. And I might watch it again, and I might make my boyfriend watch it because I love that show. But Bridgerton, I would rate a 10 out of 10. Like, I even got the book to read, but it's probably gonna take me a while to read it because I have ADD and I can't like sit down for a long period of time. It's like I get distracted or whatever. But I want to get into reading. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's move on to the next one. So the next show is The A-List, and this show is so good. Like, I recently just watched it, and I also made my boyfriend watch it, so I watched it twice already. But basically the show takes place on an island, and it's like this group of teenagers. Well, I assume they're teenagers. It doesn't really specify, but they look younger. So they're like on holiday on this island called Peregrine Island, and it's like weird things are happening. Like it has like mind control, like if you like stuff like that, it has that in it and everything like that. But it's like so mysterious, and like you're trying to figure out what's going on, and it's like you're always confused, but it's like a good confused, like it's so good. But I rate that one a 10 out of 10 too. And that one, I feel like not a lot of people have seen that show, but I really recommend it. Even my boyfriend likes that one too. The show is called October Faction, and the show is like so good. Even though I said that about like all of the shows, like my boyfriend put me on that show. But basically it's about this family, and it's like a mom, a dad, and like twins. So they go back to their dad and mom's hometown because the dad's father passed away, and then they had to like do stuff with his house, like put it up for like sale and stuff. But anyways, that's irrelevant. You'll see like about that. So they're back in their old town, and their kids are with them now, and their parents are like monster hunters, but the kids don't know that. But eventually the kids like find out what's like their parents do, and then the kids have like powers, but they're not kids, they're like teenagers. Like, that's all I'm gonna tell y'all, so y'all go watch it. That one a 9 out of 10 because like the first 2 episodes weren't that good, but once you get past that, it's so much better. Y'all just got to get past the first 2 episodes, and then like it gets better. Next show is called Alexa and Katie, and this show is like more of like the younger teens, but I just think it's such a good show, and it's like it reminds me of like them good old Disney Channel shows. But yeah, so Alexa and Katie is based off like this best friend relationship bond, and it's like telling about how they're getting through high school, and one of the girls has cancer, but she's like healing and getting better, and like her best friend is always there for her. And yeah, it just basically talks about them going to high school, like problems we all face, and like them getting through it together as best friends. And it's really good, and like it's like a heartfelt show that I think y'all need to watch, so check that one out too. And I rate that one a 10 out of 10, and sadly it's like no more seasons being made, but yeah. The show is called You, and this show is like crazy. Like it's basically about like a psychopath, and he kills a lot of people and stuff. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all just need to check it out yourself. But this one has been out for a while, so a lot of y'all might have already heard of it. But yeah, check that one out if y'all have. I rate You like an 8 out of 10 because it's really good. It's just like some boring spots to me. But like once you get past the boring spots, you're left like on the edge of the seat. So yeah. So the next show is called Raising Dion. It's about this little boy who realizes he has superpowers, and then there's like this evil thing in it. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. And those who love Michael B. Jordan, he plays in it. So yeah, that's his dad, and it's really good. So go check that one out too. And I rate that one a 10 out of 10 also. And I can't wait for the new season, but I'm pretty sure like COVID has stopped a lot of new seasons coming out, because I know like on my block that new season was supposed to come out and like all that. But yeah, the next show is called Jenny in Georgia, And this show is like about a mother-daughter duo, and like they're moving to a new place because the mom's ex passed away. And so yeah, and the mom basically like is basically doing everything she can to survive, and she's been doing that since she first had her daughter. And it talks about how her past is like catching up with her, and like it's like a bunch of bad stuff, like she may have killed a couple of people. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, y'all should really watch that. And I rate that a 8 out of 10, because usually when I have a good show I can binge watch it all the way through. And that show, like I watched a lot of the episodes, and then like I paused for like a week and then I finished it. So yeah. The next show is called Fate the Winx Saga, and I feel like not a lot of people are gonna like this show, but I personally like this show. But I feel like the next season isn't gonna be good. But this show is basically about like fairies and stuff, but it's not like a kid's show, like, you know, it's about like fairies, and all these fairies have like different powers, and there's like these evil spirit things. Like if you watch it you can see what it's about. If you like stuff like with fairies and powers and all that, you will love this show. And I rate this show probably a 8 out of 10. It was good, but like the other shows I said, like for some of the other shows, like I said, it was kind of boring at some parts. And last but not least, the last show I have is The Society. And I watched this show a while ago, but I can pretty much remember most of it. But anyways, The Society is about like, so this high school goes on a school trip, and then like the bus is like, oh, something went wrong, so we're gonna have to turn around. So then they went back to the school, but then there's like their parents are all gone, everybody's gone, and then the bus drives off. They build a society, they figure out who's in charge, or like who should be in charge. But then eventually they start running out of food, so they send a couple of people out to find food, and like things go wrong, some things go right. But yeah, so it's a really good show. I really recommend you guys watch that one too. And I rate that one a 10 out of 10. So that's the end of this video. I hope I explained stuff really good, because I have troubles explaining stuff. Like if y'all see my old videos and how I edit, like there's so many cuts because I cannot get sentences out. I don't know why, but I hope I explained them good, and I hope you guys check some of them out if you haven't seen all of them, because some of them I feel like are pretty popular. Comment down below your favorite show or show you recommend. And also, y'all, I need help figuring out what to film, so if y'all want to do videos, just comment those down below too, because I'll be lost on what I want to film. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and like I always say, don't forget to smile. Bye guys.